All right, we're live. We're live. I'm here. It is Pajama Sam time. Back to the speedrunning. It's been a couple weeks. I feel like we've been doing other stuff for a couple weeks, and I haven't had the chance to run it. And in fact, I don't remember. Once again, as is tradition with this, I don't remember my live split controls. Let's see. Start 7, reset 8. That's all I really need to know. Okay. We are officially verified on the speedrun.com leaderboards. Currently number 2, about 16 seconds behind the first place time, which at one point seemed astronomically unobtainable to get to there. But now we're kind of hunting it down. We're getting there. So we got that submitted. Here, let me adjust this out just a little bit like that. I keep seeing the background clip past it, which makes me realize it's not sized correctly. It's sized for the other stream setup. Just me, I think, today. Haven't heard from Mike in a little bit, so I'm going to assume he's not going to be here. I'm going to just keep adjusting my camera, keep fucking with that. But we're going to do some more Pajama Sam speedruns. I actually got a coffee, a late evening coffee, which is always a mistake 100% of the time, but we're going to go for it. Unfortunately, Mike was here for our last stream, which completely fell off the tracks because of technical difficulties, which sucks. No one wants that. But today, looks like we're going good. Definitely, don't love how my encode is looking right now, but it's not dropping any frames yet. We'll see how that works once we get to something that's a little bit more demanding than this. I don't know what the deal is with that. I keep having all these streaming issues. And I'm not sure if it's old hardware or if it's just that it's getting hotter around here, and I have to rely more on the internal fans instead of the external temperature. Or maybe it's just like cat hair, and I need to get in there and uncat hair my PC, which I meant to do today, but I ended up having some other stuff pop up that I had to get taken care of. Without further ado, about 8 minutes into the stream, we can just go ahead and get started here. Let me click on the screen and load into the right thing, and we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. As per usual, we're back in it, making sure, or trying not to screw up immediately out the gate. I do feel a little rusty. I mean, I haven't done this particular speedrun, or any particular speedrun, I should say. I say this particular like I have done some speedrun, but I haven't done a speedrun in at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. Let's see how close am I here. Nope, wasn't too far off. And I feel the rust. I can feel it seeping in. I need to stay strong. I need to be like the New York Knicks, you know, even if I start down game 1 after a long rest when another team has played a game 7. Oh, well, that was, you know, the rust right there. So the rust got us on early, just like the Knicks when they went down in game 1 against the Cavs. But you know what they did? They came back, and that's the important thing. I'm just gonna keep side-eyeing my upload to make sure it doesn't screw me up again like it did for Dark Souls. But we got NBA Finals coming up this week. We got NHL, the Stanley Cup Final coming up this week. We are in the middle of, well, I shouldn't say the middle. We are in the tail end of the relevant sports season. And I gotta put some lotion on real quick. Should have started that earlier in the cutscene. We are at the tail end of the relevant sports season, which is both, it's kind of a bittersweet thing. Like, it's nice because we get to see all the time we've invested over the many, many months. I mean, basketball and hockey both start in October. Hello, Estrella, my cat, walking through here, trying to screw anything up. But those seasons start in October, so I've been grinding out so much basketball and hockey for what, October to June. Oh, I was looking off screen and just clicking Pajama Sam's head. October to June is what? 9 months. So I've been grinding this stuff for 9 months. So it's nice to see the conclusion that we're going to get to here after watching all this and going through the marathon of a season on both ends of that. But the better part's kind of like after that, you just sit around and don't have any sports for a while. I mean, I have F1 every once in a while, like every week to 2 weeks to sometimes 3 weeks to sometimes they take a whole fucking month off. But outside of that, not really a ton to look forward to in the meantime. Up until August when we get started up on the NFL again. So I'm about to enter my long period of, especially because we run a weekly sports podcast. So I'm about to enter my era of what the hell are we going to talk about during that podcast? For a second, I thought I forgot my split. Yeah, this is not going to be a great split because I screwed up 2 button presses due to losing focus for a second. So I don't think this is going to be a great split, but we'll see. Also, I appreciate that I stopped screwing up my clicking by having a controller plugged in that was really screwed me up before. I also can't remember. Have we been playing Fatal Frame using a controller or mouse and keyboard? I honestly can't remember anymore. I guess we'll find out later when we play it again. I think I'm going to be slightly behind on my split here. It's been so long since I played Fatal Frame 2. I don't even remember what we're doing in that game. I remember that we had the unkillable monster guy we were fighting for a while there last time we played. But we got past him, or at least we got to our twin, because we could hold hands again, which is the most important part of the game. But I honest to God, can't remember what we were actually up to at the point in the game that we were at. I also keep getting distracted because I have a window open behind my Pajama Sam window that I need to close right now. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't screw me up too much. But it sure feels like it's going to screw me up a little bit. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I don't remember what we were doing in Fatal Frame. I should have gone back and looked at the tail end of the last Fatal Frame stream to see what we did at the end there. I also haven't played Age of Wonder in a while, because we've been doing the 1 turn per stream. But last stream we didn't do it because why didn't we do it? Oh, because I was having the tech issues. That's why we didn't do it. And then the stream before that was a week before that. So I also haven't played Fatal Frame in and Age of Wonder in like 2 weeks. So we'll see what we're doing there. I feel like Age of Wonder was a weird pick for that. I feel like I should have gone with Civ. I know they're not that different, and it's going to take like 50 streams to get to the end. But I feel like I should have gone with Civ. Like I don't know, just it feels like Age of Wonder was slightly the wrong decision. Maybe because it's a very obtuse game, and it feels like there's not as much to do in every individual city per turn the way that there is in Civ. Maybe that's for the best, because we don't want like the final product to be outrageously long. Or maybe we do. I don't know. It's going to kill our watch time, which is going to hurt us on the algorithm, but far be it for me to be an algorithm head, you know? If I was chasing the algorithm, I wouldn't be streaming Pajama Sam No Need to Hide when it's dark outside. I also submitted that to Hotfix. We missed the AGDQ submission window. So, or sorry, SGDQ, the summer one. So we'll have our eyes set on getting it into competition for AGDQ in January. That's ideally when we'll try to make it in, and hopefully by then we'll have another speedrun added to our repertoire. Now, what that's going to be, that's anyone's guess. That's anyone's guess what that could be. It could be Fatal Frame, could be Silent Hill, could be another game that we haven't even played yet. There's all the time in the world. Could be more Pajama Sam. You go for like a trilogy run of Pajama Sam. Don't hate any of those options, but it's something to discuss in the future. For now, Pajama Sam's the focus. Trying to get world record, 16 seconds off of our PB, which is very dependent on 1, clicking correctly, and 2, getting exceptionally good brain ticklers luck. Which that's the whole game at this point. It feels like the difference between my PB and world record and my sum of bests and world record is just getting really good brain ticklers luck. I keep saying at some point I'm gonna sit down and figure out how much time there is. Let's see. I need to grab that. How much time there is per question, like what the efficient questions are. Because I feel like if I knew what questions we were looking for, that would save us some time. Because if we got there and we just didn't have world record pace questions, we could just axe the run, circle back, and try again. Which does suck. It sucks that that's not earlier in the run. Like, if that was the first segment of the run, that wouldn't be too bad because we could just reset in the first 5 minutes over and over again. But it's like 13, 14 minutes into the run. Maybe not quite that long. But something around there. It's like 13 minutes into the run before we even know how our Brain Tickler's luck is going to be. Which hurts. That's not good. You don't want that, obviously. Right? Oil can. I feel like the next section. I always screw up the next section, right? Like, I do pretty well early on in this. No complaints with what I got going on right at the start here. But I feel like I go to the treehouse so often when I'm trying to go to the mines. And that's where I end up getting screwed up constantly. Although now I'm basically taking performance-enhancing drugs by actually having a coffee before a stream. You know what I'm excited for? What did I just do? Okay. Why is my... Oh, because I turned off number lock. Whoops. Okay. Ignore... ignore that. Ignore that plus 8.3. We actually, we don't know what our time is for that. Good thing we don't rely on some of Bess. Because I hit number lock. I fat fingered number lock, and then it wouldn't use my 7 key to let me unlock that. Anyways, looking forward to in the end of this month or in July. I can't remember which one now. The new Halo comes out on PlayStation and has crossplay. So Mike and I are gonna play the super hard, mega difficult Mythic mode. See if we can beat that. That'd be kind of a cool thing to grind a speedrun for. Mike doesn't have, Jesus Christ, and just wasting time on clicks again. Mike doesn't have the temperament to speedrun. That guy, every once in a while he gets it in his head where he starts looking at him and he's like, oh, what if I speedrun this? But he just, the whole like practice the same thing over and over again ain't his speed. Let's see. Ash water meter. 378. 378. 378. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit behind PP pace still, I think. Because it takes me a second to get out of this mine. That was also kind of a slow split. That's fine, though. That's fine. That's fine. That's not a gold split. Ignore that. I just screwed up my previous split. Clicked wrong. So that is, in fact, not a gold split.
These baskets must be the way up into Darkness's house.
Okay, yep. Oh, I can't just leave my mouse there. I was thinking that I could just, I was, in my head, I was going through if I could just leave my mouse sitting there and just grab the next rock, and I was like, why haven't I done that before? It's because I gotta throw it up there. Let's see how close I am. I don't want to pre-click this one, because I get nervous about missing. Yeah, a little low. Missing and, like, jumping out or something like that, and just screwing up the run. I was also hovering over my split key again. I could have screwed up 2 splits in a row. There we go. Because I was getting ready to split when I didn't need to. I always want to split when I go into the treehouse, and I don't know why. Let me see how close I was to getting Brain Ticklers right. I know we have the super long cutscene coming up, so that's probably why it's not going to be 13 or 14 minutes into the run when we get to Brain Ticklers. Because this carrot cutscene takes forever. But in my head, that's about the right amount of time to get to Brain Ticklers. It does feel like this is more Wink and Blink's treehouse than it feels like it's Darkness's, right? Like, Darkness is locked in a closet in the top room, which also raises the question once again, who locked him in there? Who locked Darkness in that room? Who told Darkness he's not allowed to leave? Who demanded and trapped and locked Darkness away in there? These are the lore questions I want to know. And I wonder if anyone has the answer. Or if subsequent Pajama Sam games have the answer. Maybe we'll discover that in a future Pajama Sam game, if we ever play them. Which we might not, because, like, you know, it's Pajama Sam. We don't really need to, like, go deep into the lore. It's fine. I'm sure I could watch a YouTube video on it, come back and inform all the people at home. Okay. I'm here after watching content that is just so frustrating to watch. What were you watching, Brandon? Brandon's in the chat talking about watching frustrating content. Or as he's known on the interwebs, Lemon QV V6W for some reason. What's the V6W? Was Lemon QV already taken on YouTube? Also, Brandon, you might have not been here earlier, so ignore the gold split on mine. I screwed up my splits because I accidentally hit numlock instead of 7. Which makes perfect sense if you ask me. I know what that means. I think I'm lined up well. I was very diligent about not moving my mouse at all. This one I always feel like I screw up. I always go too low. Yeah, you gotta go really high up there. I remember that. Dr. Mike versus anti-vaxxers. Which Dr. Mike? There's a lot of Dr. Mikes on YouTube.
Hello and welcome to the Brain.
Although I would guess it's the medical doctor, Dr. Mike, not the steroids bodybuilder, Dr. Mike.
Actually, I just wanted to go through.
What was frustrating about it? Was it just the anti-vaxxers? Also, why were you watching that? Did they just get you in with the rage bait on that? Like, you just saw it from the outside and you're like, I gotta see what these anti-vaxxers have to say? Or were you like, well, let's hear them out. Let's see what their case is. Maybe anti-vaccine's the way to go. When's the last time you even got a vaccine? Like, I haven't gotten a vaccine in like 10 years. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I should have gotten a vaccine more recently. I get stabbed with needles a lot, mostly tattoo needles, but I haven't gotten a vaccine in a long time. Oh, Brandon, I think you were here last time when I showed off my new coffee cup tattoo that I got. Felt like getting a hand tattoo after seeing a movie where a guy had a hand tattoo, so I went and got a coffee cup tattoo. Which I now have to keep moisturized because it didn't take on the bottom corner of it, and I had to go get it touched up like a week after it got done. It's so nice just going in and getting like a 15-minute tattoo. Let's see what our categories here are real quick.
Computer science, plants, and the land of darkness.
I think those are fairly fast categories.
Is your question. Which worm is a favorite food?
Okay, this question's definitely a little slow, but I think the rest of these questions are fairly fast. We might have a little bit of a run here, despite having a tough start.
Absolutely right.
Okay, let's try lining up like right here. I've never watched the debate video between anti-vaxxers and Dr. Mike. I'm not in on like debate videos. Like, it's definitely not my cup of tea personally. I, similar to you, get quite frustrated by them often. So I tend to sort of try to stay away. All right, let's go like here. Let's see how close I am. I gotta get better at remembering. Let's see, get plants. It means lion's tooth. Lion's tooth. That's a very fast one. I think 378 was the water meter. Boy, I hope it was 378, because we got really fast questions this time. Okay, there's 378. So I'm hoping it was 378. God, if I screw this up after having those fast questions. Okay, cool. I was going to be real disappointed in myself if I screwed that up. All right, let's just start clicking on. Well, we got some time. They talk forever here. You know, that's funny, Brandon. I was in an Uber the other day, and my Uber driver asked what I do for a living, and I do background investigations for the government. And so my Uber driver started, like, talking about aliens. And it was kind of the same thing where, like, I don't think aliens are, like, that outlandish, especially in the modern era, where I think we generally accept that if the universe is as big as we say it is, there's got to be other life out there. I don't know if they visited Earth. I got my skepticism about that. But the kind of the same thing where it's like people form an opinion and will then just grab onto whatever evidence, flimsy or otherwise, that proves their point correct. Give me like the anti-vaxxer argument. What's it that people were saying about it that was like, what's the most annoying thing that someone said on the video?
I didn't do it. I barely touched it.
Also, what are you playing these days, Brandon? I haven't seen you on Night Rain in a few days. Mind you, I haven't exactly been monitoring my Steam friends list that close in recent times, but
Whoa, that looks like a secret
okay,
door.
I think I could probably line this up pretty well. I don't want to pre-click this just in case I'm off and I don't want to click a red. That was pretty fast too.
I think I saw something on the other side of the door.
I think I saw something on the other side of the door. This is another staircase I feel like I'm never lined up correctly on. to get downstairs in any kind of... Oh, there we go. I was going to say expedited amount of time, but once again, I have proven myself wrong by getting down the stairs very quickly. All right.
Wow, this is like a secret mad
You know,
scientist lab or
Sam,
something.
I'm on a timer here.
Dumbwaiter.
Just climb into the dumbwaiter, please.
Elevator.
Okay, let me see how lined up I am. Another thing I don't want to pre-click is this elevator button, just in case I click something on the outside and hop out.
Must go back up to the kitchen.
Although I bet I'm pretty lined up. Nope. Good thing I didn't, because I would have clicked on that table and hopped out. Go through the door, Sam. Pajama Sam. There we go. I'm making some nice little adjustments here. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about how I'm altering some things to speed up my clicking. I'm also just holding lotion off screen with my left hand to give my left hand something to do. Go through the door. Stop talking to me, wink and blink. Don't you know what a speedrun is? I'd love it if they just, like, got so used to seeing me that at some point they just stopped mentioning that I'm the grand champion to me. Okay, I feel pretty good about that, but I didn't feel good enough to really pre-click it. All right, 30 seconds to get out. Not enough time to be on world record pace, for sure. And I'm not too concerned with PB pace, and now that we're the number 2 time. Maybe I'll keep some main it just to stay on top of it, but not too particularly up on like the whole we have to submit all of our top times or anything like that. I don't know why Blink's talking now. That guy's the redheaded stepchild of this endeavor. Okay. Yeah, so 3.7 seconds behind doesn't help that I was looking at my splits when I was clicking there. Definitely not gonna be on any kind of interesting pace here. Screwed up too much early on, but you know, that's what you get sometimes when you're going for the top, when you're going for the crown. Come on. Line that up better. Line that up better. You resubscribed to WoW? I feel like you did that 2 years ago at this point. You were back on WoW. I feel like you just get in your WoW phases, which is not something that I will ever fall back in on. I played it when I was young, and I won't do it again. All right, let's see. In my opinion, some of the big pharma bad. For a scientist. Yeah, people do just want to feel different. I mean, that's like people want to feel like they've figured something out. Or I think more than people want to feel like they figured something out, they don't want to feel like they're getting got or getting tricked or getting scammed, which I think is where the whole like I don't trust X. Oh god damn it! There goes all of my frames again. Why does this keep happening? I really gotta figure that out. But I think that it's a lot of people not wanting to get tricked, which I think is it's weird, but I do feel like that's a big part of it. I cannot figure out what is going on with my bit rate. What is the fix that brings you back to WoW? What is it that you'll be craving? Like the specific feeling that you'll be craving and you'll go, I gotta hop on WoW. It's the only way I'm gonna get that feeling. Like, is it a certain gameplay loop? Is it kind of the whole like MMO, like grind out for gear? Do you like running the raids? Like, what is it that ends up dragging you back to it?
I realize that's true, but fair's fair. And
After we finish this up, I'm gonna have to take a look at my bit rate and figure out what's going on.
Good evening, Mr. Grand Champion.
Yeah, I'm the grand champion. I'm the grand champion who's no longer on world record pace. I'm also getting like a ton of network frame drop, which should not be happening because I have really good internet. Well, it done fixed itself for the minute. Did I forget to get the flashlight? I did forget to get the flashlight. Well, shit. I went right past the flashlight. Well, that's gonna be a dead run. I was too busy talking about anti-vaxxers. Alright. We're not going to update any of the times because I didn't actually beat any of the best times. You like collecting shit, but like I feel like you never quite got in on that with like Destiny. Like back when we were playing some of that. Like, I feel like it didn't grab you the same way that, like, WoW does. Let's see some stuff real quick here. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to constant bitrate instead of variable. Yeah, we want quality. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Apply. Okay. All right. Hopefully that fixes some of the issues. I just screwed around with some of the bitrate settings, so hopefully that'll fix some stuff. We'll see. My network is still seemingly dropping frames, which is bizarre, but we'll see. We'll see. And with that, let's click in here. I'm just gonna reload the save one more time, and we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. Can't believe I just didn't pick up the flashlight. I mean, you know, I also wasn't super locked in because we had screwed up earlier on. Oh, I did not expect to be over there. Don't know how I got over there. To click on that. That's odd. But anyways, I'm not complaining. That's the hardest one to click on. I just need to... Yeah, click under the bed. Oh, too high. Oh, that's right. It was Linux that stopped you from being able to play. That's right. I forgot about that. Well, good news for you. Linux outlived Destiny. Destiny's getting shut down. Last update coming next Tuesday, or a week from next Tuesday. So, congratulations. Linux won. Bungie lost. Destiny lost. Maybe if they had supported Linux, their player base wouldn't have evaporated to nothing. Instead, now they have... I think that people were complaining about a low player base for Marathon 2. That's another game I haven't booted up in a minute. But, you won, Brandon. You beat Bungie. You can stand at the top of the mountain and scream that you were victorious over the guys that made Halo. It's been a Bungie-centric stream so far. Because earlier I was also talking about the new Halo coming out and potentially playing some co-op for that. PPV rating. What is Xmog? What is Xmog? PvP rating, questing, dungeons, Xmog mount pet collection. What is Xmog? Yeah, and like, I think Destiny is about as good as a console PvP is ever going to get, but I think WoW kind of like created the form and has been just working on it over and over and over again now for like 3 decades at this point. I mean, they've been doing the MMO thing for so long. Oh, what was the Linux law debate in California? Was it like a lawsuit? Like, did it go to the actual like California courts, or was it just a like policy that the California legislator was going to instill that Linux went, not doing that. CA tried to pass some stupid age verification shit that would force all Linux dispos to perform on device age verification. Transmog. Oh, transmog. Got it. Destiny has transmog, to be fair. It doesn't have mounts. It does have some of the collection stuff, but it and it has the rating, but it definitely doesn't have like the whole thing. The problem with Destiny in the last few years is there was just no entry point. Like the campaigns, a lot of the campaigns got sunset, and then all of the modern campaigns were so dense with story that people wouldn't get, and then the gameplay loop itself was behind. It was obfuscated behind layers and layers and layers of game knowledge that you needed to understand what you should or shouldn't be doing, or what mattered or didn't matter. And like it even screwed me up because I'm not like a Reddit guy, so I'm not gonna like go on Reddit and talk to people like, oh, we found this ultra efficient way to grind out to get this top 1% chess piece. And I'm also not very good at build crafting. Like I just don't want to sit down and grind it out and figure out the synergy of it. Same reason I never get into like deck building games or trading card games. It's just like I don't want to sit there and figure out how I can play the game well. I just want to like go. It's why I like the Dark Souls stuff so much, or like games of that type, like the third person action adventure, because I am just straight up too dumb for anything where you have to plan ahead of time. I don't want to plan ahead of time. Just put me out there, give me a big ass sword or a big ass hammer, and tell me I have to learn a boss's moves and predict it and move out of the way and stuff like that. That's the kind of thing I enjoy. I like any time that Destiny devolves into build crafting, it's a little too far for me, and that's all Destiny became at a certain point, and I couldn't hang anymore. I ended up falling off because like every time a new update would come out, it was like, oh, we've added in more of this build crafting stuff, and I'm like, I get that's what the game is, and that's what people want to do. They want to grind out and get like this hyper efficient, super awesome, great build. And it involves having to have knowledge of exotics and the artifact mods and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just want to go back to playing Halo multiplayer. Just let me shoot stuff with a BR. I get this. I get shoot with BR. That's easy for me, man. I can pick up on console, I should say. Any day of the week, I can pick up a DMR in Halo ODST and just absolutely shred some elites. But as soon as you're like, well, you need to figure out what your affinity is and have synergistic mods and figure out what exotic works best with your particular playstyle, and then find weapons that complement both the medium, short, and long range. I'm like, that's too much for me. I am much too dumb for that.
Let's go sailing.
Or, you know, if you wanted to be kinder, much too uninterested in that to ever sit down and grind out that knowledge base. And anyways, I say all that to say,
Whatever you say.
then they become a little bit of a death knell for Destiny, I think, because I think that a lot of people who were new to the game, or were not MMO heads, or were not like ultra build optimizers, were just getting left in the dust. Like, that became the game. And yeah, I think that it became super hard for new players to come in. It became super hard for dumb returning players to continue to play at any kind of optimized level. And so they were just left with, like, the smart dudes. And the smart dudes were getting more and more upset about the content. And their last big DLC was just Star Wars, which who gives a fuck about Star Wars, you know? Although, I guess I say all that to say, that's the MMO audience, right? Like, WoW is all build craft and shit, too, and team synergy, and you know, it's like, people will spend hundreds of hours just building optimized healing character. And that's just so they can do end-level raids as a healer. Like, you know, you roll a priest and you level it all the way up to the top level, and then you just start grinding out optimized gears just to be an incredibly effectacious healer. So I think that it's a me thing. It's my barrier to MMOs is I'm not going to grind out the gear stuff. I mean, it even keeps me out of sometimes stuff like Borderlands. Where Borderlands is another thing where it's like, okay, yeah, you can just play the fucking game, but there's like in-game content where you have to like style your build and have your build work for you. Like, the kind of build crafting that works for me is like Dark Souls, where they just go like, hey, just find something that scales well with strength and then just keep leveling up strength. There's no thought. There's no thought there. I just dump points into one skill stat. That's easy. So yeah, I probably also could never get any good at like turn-based for that reason too. Like, Pokemon's another one like that, where there, you know, there's people out there that understand, like, especially like people that play competitive PvP, they understand like the IVs, and like I couldn't even, when we played it on the channel one of our earlier streams, I couldn't even get it in my head, like the rock paper scissors of it all. Like, oh, this type beats this type, and this type, and this type, and like I still couldn't tell you. We did a Pokemon Emerald randomizer? One of those. Pokemon Fire Red, maybe? We did some kind of Pokemon randomizer. And I still couldn't even tell you, like, what beats a ghost type. Like, what's good against a ghost type? Or, like, now it's like, they have, like, you know, hybrid types and... God, I don't know, man. It's so far outside of my scope. I will never be good at anything that requires that much computer brain to be able to play correctly or play efficiently. I can do this. I can do speedrun, keep grinding it out, get like 3 seconds, 4 seconds off at a time, just rote over and over again. I have the same reason I have the brain for Dark Souls, right? Like, I can go in to a boss fight in Dark Souls for the first time, like, raw, have never done this particular boss before, and I can just keep banging my head against the wall over and over again. I can get killed 30 times, and I'll keep playing. I know eventually I'll get through it, and that's fine. But as soon as it's like if they told me, oh well, you know, it's not working, maybe you should reset all of your stats and figure out which one of your, you know, rings and chest piece work better with this high dex sword you have or something like that. I'm like, nah. I like Dark Souls because you can beat it at level 1. You know? Let's see. Okay, gotta remember it this time. 112. 112. I was way too low on my clicks there. But I think I'm gonna nail this one. Yeah. And then this next one's like up here-ish. Boy, I hope I'm right, because otherwise I'm gonna lose a lot of time. Okay. Made up a little bit of time there. That's probably our best mines we've run in a little bit. I'm usually pretty bad at mines. So I'm happy to not be this time. Okay, I think like maybe right here for the rock. I think I'm lined up pretty well there. I don't want to pre-click this one either because there's some stuff you can click on here that you'll hop out. And I would rather not lose that amount of time. Especially when the world record has a pretty big error early on in it by the runner. So I would specifically I'm specifically fine with not looking to perfectly optimize this whole run because I know that I don't have to run it perfectly. I don't have to get everything clicked perfectly to get through this run and get world record. If I did, I'd be more prone to taking risks on clicking things that might, it's like a low, or it's a elite upside for elite loss kind of thing, where it's like, I could lose the run, or I could continue being on world record pace, but I don't have to do that for this run because of the pretty big error early on there. What I do need, though, is I need really good brain ticklers luck. I need really good, I need good participation from Wink and Blink. Okay. Okay, I think we had a pretty good kitchen there too. Pretty good kitchen. If we can not screw up clicking on anything. I did screw up one click so far in the boat section, but that was because I was trying to be fast and I ended up getting extra dialogue. Probably lost like a second and a half, 2 seconds on that, which would put us back on PB pace if I hadn't done that. And also, if I get crazy brain ticklers luck, we'll be significantly on PB pace. You got sucked into a dungeon. And wow, you got sucked into a dungeon? It's alright, I was just bitching about MMOs for a really long time there. So I screwed up on boat early on. Lost about a second and a half on boat. So, and then we made up about a second, 9/10 of a second on mine, which was one of my better mines. I tend to lose time there more than I gain it. So that was a good mine. If we can get good brain ticklers luck, I think we can be on pretty good PB pace here. Pretty good PB pace. Oh, now we can't because I right-clicked and skipped part of a cutscene. Well, fuck me. All right. Let's run it back. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1, go. Stupid right-click. I don't think I've ever made that mistake before, which is astounding because right-click is so easy to do in this. Okay, let's see how close this is to right. I don't feel great about this, but we're trying to squeeze some time out of this first split here. Let's see. There we go. That was about as good as we're gonna get on this opening split here. And I also the other problem is early on in this run, because you get everything lined up and you want to be clicking so that the frame that it becomes possible to go to the to click to go to the next scene or the next area or whatever, you want to be clicking. So you never want to see your mouse on screen. Like the optimal version of this run, your mouse will not appear on screen once. But the problem with that is that I don't know when in certain dialogues or cutscenes my mouse becomes active. So like on that last one there where I have to click the closet door to go into the Land of Darkness. I don't know when I can click when Pajama Sam's talking there. Like, I don't know when the pause is, when the break is, so I just have to click for like 14 seconds straight waiting for it. It's like the same thing in this next section here. We'll land on the baseball mitt. I don't know if I need to click anything for him to run up to the signpost here. I know after the signpost I have to click, but if I just let him sit here, I don't know if he just like chills or whatever. Like this motion here where he runs up to the signpost, I don't know if I need to click anything for that. I do know that this one's pretty simple once he stops talking here. Yeah, because I can see it for the frame there. I usually get the ghost outline a few times a run. All right, take our hand off. Try to wipe some of the excess lotion off my hands from when I was lotioning my tattoo earlier. Problem with tattoos is once you get one, you realize it's not that much of an ordeal, and then you just start getting dumb tattoos. Like I have my coffee cup tattoo now. It's like, all right, well, if I just want to get something tattooed, who fucking cares? Like, I'll just get dumb tattoos, whatever. Like, my first tattoo meant something. It was my cat's favorite toy after my cat died. But, like, now I just, like, if I just have some dumb idea for a tattoo, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. What do I care? It's just a tattoo. Most of them, I'm the only person that sees. It's basically just the coffee cup tattoo that people are going to see. But also now I've broken the seal. And, like, if I want to get, like, 4 or 5 more arm tattoos, who cares? I can't get covered in them just for now for my job.
Now what do I do?
But I can get a few. And who fucking cares what they are? Get a coffee cup. I was thinking about getting the coffee plant has a flower called a cascara. I was thinking about just getting a cascara along my wrist.
I feel bad that you're losing your things.
Doing like a pseudo coffee half sleeve. Not even a sleeve because it's not going to be covered, but just get a few coffee themed tattoos. Because why not? Okay, I think I'm lined up pretty well here. Yep. Good lineup. Come on. That was slow. 20 seconds though. Yeah, and like it's good to and like I can also say, like, I don't know your particular propensity towards going in on something hard like that. Like, my sister started getting tattoos, and she's covered in tattoos now. But I started getting tattoos, and I got like several. But at no point am I ever going to be covered in tattoos. Like, it's not something that I'm like, I gotta get more. It's just like, I have ideas for stuff, and when I decide I want to get one, I get one. But I do think that also, like, the idea of people getting addicted and covering tattoos, I've definitely seen it, but there's a certain personality type that I associate it more than, like, you know, standard adult person. Like, some people are definitely more prone to getting covered in. I mean, Mike's another guy, and obviously he's not on a stream, so he can't show off all his tattoos. But he had, when I first met him, I think he had one tattoo, or he got one tattoo shortly after him and I first became friends. And then, you know, a few years later, he's got tons of them, and every time you get one, it makes it a little bit less of an impact to get the next one. I will say, the thing about tattoos, there's like this whole culture around it where it's like, you know, a lot of people, like, to be tough, they don't talk about it hurting or anything like that. Tattoos hurt. Like, and if you get a long tattoo, there is no shame in just asking for a break to, like, recompose yourself. I will say that I found it's easier that once you have the Band-Aid ripped off, it's harder to rip it off again, right? So, like, I had a tattoo once that took about 3 hours. I would say my 2 tattoos that took the longest. I have a big piece with some cardinals on the outside of my left leg, and then on my right shin, I have a Dark Souls tattoo. And those both took the longest because they're just bigger pieces. There's a lot more coloring on them. The one on the outside of my left leg took about 3 hours. The tattoo artist was exceptionally heavy-handed, and it wasn't too bad for a lot of the middle of it. I mean, tattoos hurt. Tattoos hurt no matter where you get them. You're getting stabbed with a needle over and over again. I've had one tattoo that I've ever gotten that really didn't hurt, and it was right under my collarbone up here. But outside of that, tattoos hurt, and the one on the outside of my leg, like, it hurts, but it only got really bad when it got near my tendon on the outside of my knee. And that hurt crazy bad. I just remember during that tattoo, I was, like, pouring sweat and was so tense because it hurt so much because the tattoo artist was super heavy-handed. And then the one on my shin, just because it's skin against bone, those 2 hurt, and they took a while. And I should have asked for a reprieve, especially during the one on the outside of my left leg. But in general, like, if you get a bigger tattoo, I feel like tattoo artists should just be like, hey, listen, like, we're going to go for like an hour and a half and then we're going to take a break. Because
Pajama
it
Sam mask?
hurts. And there is, like, people getting tattoos for whatever reason don't want to admit it hurts. Like, even this one that I got on the outside of my hand, it hurt. Like, it's a needle stabbing you over and over again. So I say, what I'm basically getting at there is, I definitely vouch for, if you're getting a big tattoo, if you're getting a tattoo that takes up a lot of surface area, if you're getting a tattoo that's going to take a lot of time with a lot of coloring and shading, at some point, it's fine asking for a break. Because it like,
Want my mask back.
I've heard stories about people getting, like, 8-hour pieces, like, all over their back or anything, and, like, they'll try to sit for, like, a long session, and people will, like, start hallucinating, because your brain is just pumping endorphins into you, because you're just in constant pain for so long that it's trying to make you think you're not in pain. Okay, this is going to be a really good boat if I don't screw up anything here.
Tree coming through.
Good day.
We're off to a really good start. We got that last section there. We got a very fast carrot click. We were lined up correctly to put on the stump and walk down without getting the extra dialogue, which I screwed up last time. As long as we don't right click and we remember to go get our oil and to oil the hinges.
I don't feel so.
We're on quite good pace on this boat section right now. So I probably need to lock in a little bit. I probably need to stop droning on and on about tattoos and kind of make sure I'm doing my thing here. Okay, I think I'm...
It's an oil can.
Let me try, like, right here,
And
maybe?
there's some oil in it.
Oh, I need to click that first.
Hinges look
Duh!
I better oil them.
Good thing I stopped clicking there. I felt like I was missing something. I was like, why do I not normally try to pre-click these hinges? It's because I have to click the oil can first. So I was about to, I was probably about to trigger a dialogue where Sam was going to be like, there's no handle here. How can I do this without a handle? Alright. Alright, yeah, that was a very, very good boat section. I even split a little bit late there because I wanted to be sure that I was moving in the right direction.
Sure that won't work.
Oh, come on, Sam. Don't lose me all my time I've gained.
Good. Now do the back.
You know what I was trying to do, Sam. You're just being difficult. Okay.
Yeah. Yahoo!
This click always gives me a lot of trouble. This first one in mines.
Say thanks.
I feel like
I've been rusted to that spot.
I feel like this first click here I'm always a little bit off, and so I gotta pay close attention when my click becomes available here, when I can start, when I actually have the ability to move on to the next scene. I gotta make sure because I'll oftentimes lose focus while during this long king cutscene. Okay, there we go. Didn't even matter. I was talking way too much when it didn't even matter. Okay. I feel pretty good about where I'm lined up here. I feel like I have a good feel for this now. Nope, that was way too high. Okay, water meter.
Hey, Jane, what's this thing?
Ash water meter. 844.
844.
844. Now it got to my head. I screwed up a bunch of clicks there. And then I was looking down at my splits. you got DMs. DMs on WoW, right? You're not getting like DM'd on Twitter right now.
Yep, this is Darkness's house, all right.
Yeah, I had friends who used to draw on me. I wonder if any of them became tattoo artists. I don't keep up with anyone from high school. I don't know how close I am to those rocks. I think I'm probably a little bit low. I don't keep up from anyone from high school, so I don't know what anyone's doing, but I wonder if any of the people I knew who used to want to draw on other kids ever became tattoo artists or anything like that. And I don't care enough to find out, so I'll never know.
Heavy.
Way too far. Way too far.
Guess I weigh more than 1 stone.
Way too far. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how close I am now. Still too far. Man, it's a struggle. I do feel like I'm choking this run away too. After we had such a good start to it too. All right, let's hope for some good brain ticklers luck, because if I'm not on good pace here, they're probably not finishing out the run. Probably not finishing out the run if the pace is bad.
Hello? Anybody home?
Although that may get we want to finish many runs. It's kind of what you get to at this point. Like when you're when we were much lower down the leaderboards, it made sense for us to just keep finishing runs anyways, because
One of those
the upside was always bigger than the downside. Like, it was going to be hard for us to... It was going to be hard for us to ever...
Won't you open the door?
Oh, wow, what are you getting DM'd on? It was going to be hard for us to ever, like, really screw up a run so much that we couldn't improve our time once we were further down the speedrun leaderboards. But now, the only place we have to go is one position up for world records, so... Probably going to be a lot of runs that we kill around the Brain Tickler's range. Which means that I might want to make a save after Brain Ticklers at some point so that I can practice that, because we don't want to get super rusty on the final split and end up having a world record pace run that we just lose because I am out of practice with like getting the magnet and stuff like that. I mean, we already saw in the first run I did today, I forgot to grab the flashlight from the shed after all of the run up to that point. Although, you know, that was also not too bad because I wasn't even kind of on... I forgot to grab the flashlight and we still weren't on world record pace. I saved like 12, 13 seconds there. Okay, don't right click. Don't right click, Sam. Or not Sam. I'm not Sam. Don't right click me. Bumble. Bumble. I'm not a Bumble guy. Didn't like Bumble, didn't like Hinge. How does Bumble work for the gay community? Because obviously in typically the straight community, the way that it works is that the woman has to respond first. 30 dudes. Don't you live in the middle of like the forest? Like, don't you live in nowhere? And you got 30 likes in one night? Jesus. How big is your radius? But who messages first on Bumble when it's the same gender? Is it anyone can just message? Then how is it different than Tinder or anything else? There's so many dating apps. People are so lonely. All right, let's see here.
It's Sam.
He's Sam, all the way from, well, wherever it is he's from. His interests include skydiving, channeling ancient spirits, and stamp collecting.
Jesus.
I don't collect stamps. You're making that up.
All right, we want fast categories here. Obviously, that's not exactly a hot take or anything. We always want fast categories. It's a speed run. Let's see. God, wink and blink talk forever. I'm sitting here just being like, okay, let's see what these categories are. Cheese is fast, entomology is slow, and I think animals is slow.
Cheese, please.
All right.
God, an hour.
Here is your question. What is cheese made out of?
An hour
That's correct.
away from LA. And you're matching people in LA. I can imagine driving an hour to go on a date.
One category down and you're doing well. Go ahead and choose another category.
Let's see how
Let
close
me
am I.
try entomology.
Okay.
All right. Here is
Yeah, this one's slow.
How many legs does a centipede have?
This one's slow because Wink wants to give us backstory on the word centipede.
Is a prefix meaning 100. Although in reality, a centipede can have anywhere from 30 to more than 300 legs.
The way that you're describing Bumble kind of sounds like Tinder.
2 down, 2 to go.
All right.
All right. Which of the remaining 2 categories
I hope I'm lined up
would
here.
you
Gotta
like
keep my
to
eye
run
out just in
next?
case.
I'd
Nope,
like
I wasn't.
animals, please.
All right.
I need a lineup for that.
What is the fastest animal on land?
Hopefully, I can't remember if this one's fast or not. It's been a while. This last one's easy. You just line it up on the minimize symbol and go down a little bit. It's too bad there isn't like better setups or more exact setups. You kind of just have to get a feel for it, where the stuff is.
The land of darkness.
All right. Here is your question. What is the reading on the water meter
844.
located in the mines near Darkness's house?
844.
That's absolutely right.
All right, good. There we go.
You've done your homework.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in California. That's why you guys got so many goddamn electoral college votes.
Categories. That makes you the new Brain Tickler Grand Champion.
Still, like I don't know. I couldn't even remember the last time I matched with someone at some point who had, for some reason, they were set in Chicago because that's where they worked, but they lived in Indiana. And I drove out to Indiana to go on a date with them, and I was like, this is such a, like, there's no way I'm going to do this. This is such a waste of time every time. But I've also spent most of my life being fine dying alone, so I suppose there's part of that too. where I'm okay with not matching with someone. I would go on a couple dates with someone and I'd just be like, yeah, it's fun, but like I'd rather just, you know, stay at home, watch a movie or something. And I would just, you know, break it off with them. I simply think that, you know, we should all just die alone. Because we are not geese. We are not monogamous species. And it's fine for us to just go off into the sunset, quietly, alone, screaming. You know? Enter the void on your own. No other passengers can come with you, so you might as well prepare yourself for 30 to 40 years before then. That's what I always says. Alright, it's green. Right, I feel like I'm lined up pretty well here on the fat green book. Oh, it's 4 books, too. Just trying to screw me up. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I will say, credit where credit's due. The mouse clicks are very generous in this game. You can get kind of in the area, and the game will like magnet onto it. Like I would wonder if there was any way that I was smart enough to like turn on the actual prompt boxes to see where I had to be. I'd be curious to see how close or how far I have to be from that. Yeah, dating sucks, man. It mostly just ended up feeling like a waste of time, and I can't even imagine because like guys are just the worst. Like, guys are unnecessarily obnoxious. They posture. They have bad opinions on things that they want to share with people. And I wonder, like, I didn't like dating when it wasn't other men that I had to deal with. I couldn't imagine when you have to deal with dudes all the time. Dudes are just like, it's like they make an effort to be off-putting sometimes. Oh my god, stop talking to me, Wink. Now Blink's gonna want to say something on the way back, too. Okay, come on, go through the door. I think I'm lined up pretty well there. Think I was lined up pretty well, and I was indeed. Okay, 30 seconds to make it out from the magnet grab. I think it takes like 26 seconds on average, I would guess. Doesn't help when I'm not clicking far enough. Let's see. I don't feel great. I think that I'm not going to be on PB pace here, which it doesn't matter because what's a 1 second PB when we need to go for world record, you know? Yep, and just like that. Behind PB pace by 1.9 seconds. Not great. Not great, Jim. And I think I have this next part damn near efficient. I don't think that I have a lot of time I can make up here outside of really, really getting some YOLO kind of luck here. Yeah, like, just some of the stories you hear from people using dating apps with other guys. It's like, or with even women using with guys and men using, gay men using dating apps with other guys. Oh god, it's just, I mean, that, you know, just fucking screw it. Yeah, it's not even worth it. All right, we're gonna try one more run. I would love to get like a decent complete run here. So we'll give it one more go here. And then probably call it at that if we don't get anything good going here. But yeah, just like the stories you hear from people using dating apps, it's like, oh my god, why does every guy have to be the weirdest person on earth? You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna start here because we always start. You know, I bet that edge of the rug is actually really hard to line. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not so hard to. Okay, we're gonna start on the dresser drawer instead. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, let's see if I line that up. I feel like the drawer there is the hardest thing to line up. I feel like I struggle with that every time. But just like, guys will say the weirdest stuff and they think they're getting somewhere. I saw just randomly online, I came across someone who had yeah, every guy's a little bit too much the same, but Disney adults are so fucking weird, man. Sorry if anyone listening to this is a Disney adult. But like, just calm down. Like, your thing can be a hobby. It doesn't have to be your personality. Like, I mean, it's, you know, there's people that do it with Disney and with Harry Potter and with, I don't know, like, even people do it with like anime and stuff. It's like, just like, you can have a personality that's separate from the things that you enjoy doing in your off time. Like, they don't have to be interconnected. It'd be like, Disney adults would be like if every conversation I had or all of the pictures I had of me were all related to football. Like, I like football a lot. I have obviously an entire channel of podcasts where I talk about football. But it's not the only thing I do. And I think the thing with Disney adults, and once again, I'm sorry to any Disney adults listening to this, is the perception that other people give a fuck about Disney. Like, Disney adults want to talk to you about Disney. And I simply think, read the room, you know? People don't want to talk to you about Disney. Most people don't care about Disney. I don't care about Disney. And if you transpose that to other things, like my interests, I'm not going to talk to someone who doesn't care about the NFL about the NFL. I'm not going to talk to someone who doesn't care about the NBA about the NBA. There's a reason that those worlds are separate, because you don't need all those conversations. I mean, even like more ancillary or more niche stuff. Like, I don't need to wedge discussions about the correct brewing process for coffee or anything like that. This dude's profile really said, "I'll make you look good in public places." Bro, what does that even mean? Just like, that guy wants to be arm candy? That is his goal in life? I cannot imagine. Like, I mean, if you just are on dating apps to get laid, just come out and say that, which I'm sure plenty of people do, and, you know, props to you. I'm sure that it limits the amount of matches you're getting, or not, but I'm sure it does to some level. But, like, if you're going out there and saying, I am going to be great arm candy for you, there's a little bit of me that's like, just go fuck yourself. Like, come on. Do something else. have some other value to propose to people. It is just wild what like the intrusive thoughts that people get that they just put out into the universe. I mean, like, it's almost like,
Yeah, how am I supposed to capture darkness without all my
it's like the inception of large language models and chatbots. Like, we almost need a layer of that over everything, not as like a, we're going to correct things you do, or we're going to give you positive feedback, or step-by-step process, or whatever everyone thinks large language models are going to allow for. But it's almost like we just need it as a stopgap, just to yeah, Brandon's reviewing different people's profiles and the insane stuff they say. But it's almost like we need like large language model overlay on stuff just to like stop someone when they're saying stuff like that and go, "Hey, are you sure you want to say this publicly?"
Feel the burn.
It's right under him curling a bar at the gym. Ooh.
That scary looking place up there must
Listen,
be dark.
anyone who spends a ton of time working out,
Where I'll find it.
typically they're not very good cooks. They're just eating. They're eating like things that are just as most efficient protein possible, and raw chicken and broccoli and shit like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that as a guy that eats all of that just high protein, low macros, or low other macros, low carbs, low fats crap. It's like, I wouldn't call myself a good cook because I spend so much of my time making quinoa, lentils, onions, and tofu. Or at least I wouldn't try to push both those narratives at the same time. And definitely as someone who pays attention to what I eat, I would never trust anyone else who's like a gym bro to cook for me. Like, I feel like if you want someone who's going to cook for you, you want like someone who spends so much of their time in the kitchen that they wouldn't have time to go to the gym. If you had to pick someone to do your cooking for you, or if you had to pick a partner based off their cooking, don't go with like gym bro. That's a terrible pick.
Let's go sailing.
Well, technically we can't do
Yeah,
that.
I don't think this run's gonna be it. I gotta be honest. I screwed up my click there. I mean, it's early on, so there's still the opportunity for us to not have to actually kill this run right away. But I think we're like maybe 2 mistakes away from just being worth killing it. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling at the time. Right here, maybe? Nope, a little high. A little high. A little high. We got the hot dog getting chased by the mustard, I think. I don't know. I should probably know some of the stuff in the background there. And now Sam's gonna take forever to get his head stuck in this log. I got a forearm itch. That's a bad place to get an itch in the middle of a speedrun that's an entire point-and-click game. I wonder how many hours I've now spent playing Pajama Sam. Like, I've got to be nearing the top 1% all time in terms of people playing Pajama Sam. Like, I know that, like, kids are legendary for just grinding the same movie into the dust. And I'm sure I beat Pajama Sam more than once, right? Like, I mean, there's even, like, 9 possible iterations of how you can play this game, depending on certain combinations of where you can find the... Oh, God, no, this is off to such a rough start. Listen, the guy's blinded by you. He can't figure out if he's in love with you or not, Brandon. But I feel like how many kids have ever played through Pajama Sam 53 times, which is what our count is of speedrun attempts now for this. We're now at 53 attempts at Pajama Sam. That's too many. I dare say that's too many.
The other carrots are being held prisoner in the refrigerator in Darkness's kitchen. If you help me free the carrot,
I can never remember how long this cutscene takes. The carrot's gotta be the worst character, and I get it that like he's an annoying hippie dude, but like he's also the worst character just because all of his cutscenes take an entire year to do. Okay, we did pretty well there. Let's just not screw it up on the way out here, and maybe we'll have a salvageable run here. While Sam stumbles around forever. I wonder if there's like a cycle to that or something. I feel like sometimes I stumble around there an extra long amount of time. But maybe I'm just imagining things because every second counts, and I'm counting the seconds. Alright, click down here. As soon as Sam trips and is out of that. There we go. That was actually a really slow one. I saw it. There's like 3 levels I have in my head of how fast I click on something, and it's all like frames of difference. It's not like something significant. But when I'm clicking to transition, I can tell how fast I get it because if I click within the same frame where it shows up, the mouse never shows up on screen. If I click like a frame or two afterwards, like it's just between clicks, the outline of the mouse will show up. And if I click any later than that, the full color of the mouse will show up. And I feel like whenever that happens, whenever the full color of the mouse shows up, I had a really slow click. Okay. Yeah, that was not a great boat split. Not a great boat split. All right, let's not screw up in mines, although we're off to a tough start so far. This other dude that deadpans the camera in 5 different poorly lit selfies without smiling. That's a straight guy. That's a straight guy, I am telling you. That sounds like every straight guy on every dating app. Is he holding a fish in any of his pictures? I remember back when I was dating at the same time as some of my friends, and we would all be like at a bar or something. We'd look at each other's dating profiles, and I just remember having the shocking revelation that we all had like the same 4 pictures each. And so I started doing weird stuff to change things up. So like taking pictures like underwater, or taking pictures while I was on a zip line or something like that. And like I'm not like I don't go around just like taking pictures all the time. Like that's not who I am as a person. So I had a bunch of photos that I would take. Let's see, hold on, gotta remember this. 844. 844 is nice and easy to remember. That was the same one last run. But I would make sure that whenever I was doing anything that was mildly interesting, I'd take a picture there. It's because every guy's photo was just like him and his friends, him at a football game or a baseball game. Jesus Christ, I am sucking butt this run. And I keep looking at chat, which is a mistake. This is why I need Mike here. Mike can man the chat while I'm speedrunning. A little bit off. A little bit off. A little bit off. It does feel odd this is the only path in. I guess it's not the only path in. There's a door through the mines you can go in, too. Which is probably more than normal. But even then, like, how long has Darkness been caged? Because King his wheels were rusted. He's been sitting there so long. 5.7 seconds behind the PB. Man, we are on terrible pace today. Dating profiles and critique it. These videos are always something outlandish. And I always fear that people just made them wild for content. Yeah. Yeah. There is so many people that are just incomprehensibly bad at making dating profiles. And like, I don't know. Like, be honest but interesting. Like, it doesn't seem that complicated to me. I mean, mind you, I've had decent success with dating profiles, and I'm also not a very self-conscious person. Like, I tend to be pretty carefree, non-anxious about dates and stuff like that. Like, I'm like, worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, and that's fine. Like, I don't believe in any of that typical romantic stuff. Like, there's one person out for you out there, like love at first sight or anything like that, or like, relationships are what you make of them. If you want to have a good relationship, it takes effort. It's never easy. Not never easy, but it's never always easy. So it's a choice to be in a good relationship, and you can kind of make that with almost anyone, assuming that the two of you don't, like, you know, fluctuate wildly on personality or political differences. But you can make relationships work with anyone. So anytime I went on a date, I wasn't like, nervous about it or worried about how it was going to work out. I didn't really care that much. If it didn't work out well, I just wouldn't go on another date with that person. So I say all that to say, maybe I'm not the best of giving dating profile advice, because I'm just like, I don't know, just like say something interesting. If you don't have anything interesting to say, then just like don't check it for a few days until you got something interesting to say. Or have like an interesting idea at the very least. Like, I can't tell you how many people were like, I want to go on a walk in the park for our first date. And, like, I did that like 2 or 3 times. And by the 4th time that I matched someone who was like, we should go on a walk in the park, I was like, I'm good. You know? Like, can we go to a bar or like dinner or see a movie or something like that? I get it that like it's cheap, it's outdoors, it's around other people, but like I'll do things that are around other people and safe for the person I'm going on the date with, that aren't walking in a park for the 4th time being like, so any siblings? I also don't think a movie's a very good first date, but that was more of just an example. Like, a movie's like, if you're gonna go on a first date to a movie, it's like, wow, I don't know anything about this person, so let me sit in this dark room staring forward, not talking to them. But that's like, I feel like that's like the go-to movie first date, right? Like, I feel like people in movies, when they're like, oh, we have our first date lined up, it's like, well, they went to a theater together. Like, Burn After Reading has a whole sequence with that. It's like dinner and a movie, which is also way too long. Like, an ideal first date is like, I don't know, 2 hours. I guess an ideal first date is overnight, depending on who you are. What are the categories? Give me the good categories. Stop telling me the rules, Blink. Just let me pick the categories.
Our categories today are geography.
Geography is slow. Entomology is kind of slow. Cooking isn't bad, but geography is slow.
Here is your question. In which ocean?
Maybe it's not. I thought it was slow. I thought maybe one of them said something after this.
That's correct.
Maybe not. Huh? You know what? That's a really fast one. I was wrong. Entomology is, I think this is the centipede one, or it's dandelion. If it's no, because dandelion is plants, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Here is your question. How many legs does a centipede have?
Yeah. So this one's slow because
Correct. Centi is a prefix.
exactly because Wink wants to tell you where centi comes from.
Have anywhere from 30 to more than
So that's a slow one. That's not great. All right. I don't know how lined up I am. This is the one I have the worst setup for.
2 down, 2 to go. All
I just kind of have to YOLO this one in the middle of the blank space on.
to try next.
Let's see. Yep. See, just off. I was just between them.
Is your question. What is the name for a cooking device which uses microwaves to heat food?
I don't know how fast. I remember this one. I remember how fast that one is. That one's really fast too. Okay. Our only slow one then is going to be Centipede. And then the Land of Darkness is 8:44. So we got good luck on this. Too bad that we are 5.7 seconds behind our PB.
I'll take the Land of Darkness.
All right.
8:44. And this one's just standard. There's no getting a faster Land of Darkness. I mean, there's like a second or two that you can save,
844.
depending on if Sam says 844 or 844. Like, there's some of them that he just says the number is 4 versus there's some where he says the entire word,
That makes you the new brain tickler grand
which is annoying. The same thing with the water meter. And I don't have, like, those things memorized, but there's probably, like, some decision tree there where it's like, if X then Y and Z, and there's, like, the fastest possible outcome is, like, getting 122 or something like that. Who knows? But that's one of those things. This was a hyper competitive category. Someone would have done the math on her, would have tracked it and figured out what the fastest possible combination of questions and numbers is. And while I could be that person, I simply won't, because I have too much shit to do in the meantime, where I am constantly editing YouTube Shorts, which is 60% of my free time these days. Most of my free time is spent editing YouTube Shorts, I would say. Okay, you know what? I'll take it, though. 228 to get out of the treehouse and be on PB pace. I don't think that's going to be even remotely enough, but we'll see. We'll see. I think that all this stuff here takes a very long amount of time. See, that was pretty generous. Let's, all right, click on this.
Whoa, that looks
Blue.
like a secret door. I don't see any way to open it. Maybe there's a clue around
Blue
here somewhere.
books. That was not too bad.
I think I saw something
Thing on the other side of the door. Just to remind you, I think I saw something on the other side of the door.
I saw something on the other side of the door.
You kind of get a dash noise there, and Pajama Sam then just very carefully walks down the stairs. Sometimes I am a little jealous of the sheer
Wow.
lack of
Secret magic
care
way
or
to
worry
cover something.
that I had when I was a kid,
Dumb way to
when I
do it.
would
Like a
bust
little
through
bug.
doors or downstairs or shit like that.
One right
Like now, when I am drying off before getting out of the shower, there's a part of me that is being very careful not to slip and break or dislocate anything.
going up.
And then when I was a kid, I used to, like, want to jump from the second balcony of my house onto the couch because I thought it'd be a really fun way to, like, land on the couch. And my parents wouldn't let me do it. For some reason.
I just don't see why it always has to be you who reads the question. I deserve to read half of the
Oh, shut up, Wink.
just because I have the
Okay, so we're at 50 seconds. That's going to be too slow. We're not going to be on PB pace.
Good evening,
Which means we probably should just kill the run, if I'm being honest.
Champion.
Hi.
Probably should just kill the run. Yeah, 41 seconds, 40 seconds. There's no chance. We're going to be like 10 seconds behind on PB pace at this point, I think. I'm just going to YOLO click this. Yep, and see, that's going to do it. That's going to do it. All right. All right. So we're going to kill the run there. Now, here's my question. Mike's not here. We could play some Fatal Frame. Mike's gonna miss out on it. I think we will. I think that I'm going to put us at the be right back screen here. In just a second, let me go boop, and then I am going to add in an image real quick. Bam. All right. So I am going to set that up. I'm going to set that up, and then I will hop back on. We'll do like, I don't know, not a ton of Fatal Frames, just a little bit, just to keep the juice flowing, keep remembering what we're doing there, keep moving towards getting some endings there, so we can decide if we want to speedrun it or not. Probably not gonna be the longest stream in the world, but we'll do a little bit. I also need to raise the gamma on it. Don't let me forget that, because I need to bump the gamma, because the gamma was too low previously. So I'll be right back. I am going to set the game up. So in the meantime, oh, you know what else I can do for you guys while I do that is I can go here. Let me give you guys that. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. I accidentally hit the the cut button, which very quickly flashed over here instead of the fade button. But That's something else I need to add in at some point. I need to work on the transitions, get the transitions going. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I was just thinking, I was sitting here being like, okay, I definitely there's something I forgot to do. Sorry, I got a message on Discord that I was responding to. I'm pulling up Brandon and responding to DMs in the middle of the stream. All right. I wanted to update the stream to be the correct game now that we switched over. Switched over from whatchamacallit, the thingamajig. Everyone knows what I mean. Everyone knows what I mean. Has the game audio for that? It looks pretty low, but not so low that I'm gonna do anything about it. That's the important thing to remember, is I'm not gonna do anything. All right, let's go down here real quick to our current live stream and update the game. Update the game. It makes it easier for me later on to edit the timestamps. No AI was used. Don't know why that hadn't saved already. And then we need to update it to be frame. Boom. All right. Good to go on that front. All right. Does anyone remember what we were doing? Okay. So we have the manual save. We need to find the cell key door. Ooh, cell key. The award for the best two-way offensive player in hockey. The Patrice Bergeron Award. The cell key. Anywho, map's been updated. Okay. Good. Second floor, first floor. That's the cell door. Find all the cell keys. Find the key at the Hall of Ropes. Cloth hallway, cloth hallway. These are all the outside area. Where is the Hall of Ropes? Staircase. The guest hallway, only for guests. Guest room, master's chamber. Don't know. That's fine. Let's see. What do we have here? So we have a stone mirror, which is useful. We have type 14 film and a mallet key with the cell key door, which is what we were doing last time. All right. What is this? There's a thing in here. Type 00 film. Let me see if what type do I have in right now? 90. 90 is fine. Don't need to be crouched. Why does that? Oh, I keep tapping the touchpad. That's why that keeps happening. Okay, so we need to find the cell key door. See, here's the problem, and this happens to me pretty routinely. Why are you on the ground? Pretty routinely, what was over here? Was there anything over here? I put down a game for a little bit, and then it's like my brain turns off the second I come back. Excuse me? I just cannot for the life of me remember what I was doing. And I don't play games. Is there a guy out here? Oh, behind me. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, warping away, apparently. Terrible photo. Terrible start. But I feel like, I definitely don't play games commonly enough anymore like I used to. But when I do play them, I'm usually, at that point, so far removed from when I played it last that I'm just completely up a creek without a paddle. You want to hold my hand? Come here. There we go. That broke a little bit there for a second. How's the, also, how's the lighting? I just updated the... I feel like I hear someone walking. Why are you telling me to move to turn left? Oh, that's just my focus meter. Whoops, I was looking at my focus meter. I feel like... What was I saying? I feel like I don't play video games commonly enough anymore to be able to remember what I was doing the last time I played it. Like, in my personal time, I basically haven't played a video game for an extended period of time in a couple of months now. So now it's like the stream games, and the streams are so intermittent. We have 2 a week. And even beyond just having 2 a week, it's like sometimes life gets in the way and we'll have 1, or we'll miss, you know, this stream in particular. And then I just am sitting here being like, what the hell was I doing in this game? Type 14. I remember how good Type 14 is. It's pretty slow to load there. I also don't know. There we go. Nope. There we go. Camera Obscura. How many upgrade pieces do we have? So we can upgrade the focal point. We have so many upgrade stuff. We got all these filters. Well, that's interesting. Neutralize damage. Reduction of an aggravated spirit. See, those are kind of nice. Clairvoyance allows you to perceive spirits behind walls. Those are all kind of nice. So I think we're gonna go here, which I just got a filter improvement. Increases max attack power. We could max out our focal points, which would be nice. Film capacity also wouldn't be bad. Max attack is pretty good. I think we max out our focal points. And then we'll, ooh, now I can get like an ascendant thing. Interesting. And then we'll start working on like max attack and stuff like that. Any blues around here? I still don't really know the point of special shot. Oh, I'm guessing something's going to come out of the well. What are you talking about? I'm hearing a lot of noise. I'm really expecting something to come out of that well. That seems like a monster well, does it not? It's like the Ring. You guys know the Ring? You familiar with the Ring? It's more Japanese lore. Alright, thought this was a hallway. It is in fact not a hallway. Any maidens? Any maidens? Any maidens? Any maidens? Any maidens? How you doing? Can I just take a photo of you? Looks like, here. 0.7. Nope, can't take it yet. Can't take it yet. How do I switch filters? Okay, that's how I switch filters. There we go. There's our sister. Isn't that fun? Yeah. Don't you forget it. I also at some point need to sit down and remember what all the different... Also, since I'm done screwing around there, let me switch back to Type 14. I also at some point need to sit down and remember what all the different filters do in terms of, like, bonus abilities. Oh, we need the freaking mallet key. That's great. That's great. We need the mallet key that's behind the doors. So, okay, the mallet key. There we go. Okay, that's unfortunate. Type 14 is kind of slow, I guess. Accept my fate. So we need the mallet key. Mallet key. Oh, fuck me. Where'd you go? Oh, don't get angry. Stop it. What is this? Oh, God. That... Scary. Okay. Alright. Alright. You've proven your point. You're a very scary man. Now we can stop all this madness, right? Stop warping around so much. Okay. I feel like you didn't listen to me when I asked you to stop warping around. Okay, now we're just gonna hammer him back into this wall. Alright. Got some good damage in there. Oh my god. Oh, he warped at the last second. Okay, I think he's going for a grab attack. Oop. Out of focus. Jesus Christ, this guy. Oh my god. Come here and hold my hand. I'm very hurt. I need this. I need this Type 90 film. That guy was a monster to deal with. I guess they're all kind of monsters to deal with, though. I need you to heal me. I need you to heal me, sister. Please hold my hand. I also didn't expect this percentage of this game to take place inside of this one house. Like, how long have we been in this house for now? Like, we were outside of the village, and we followed our sister in here, and then we've been in this house for, like, 3 streams now. Okay, I'm fully healed. I don't need to hold your hand anymore. Okay. You're making noises like there's a blue ghost around here. Any blue ghosts? Nope. There is some electricity going on, though. There's some electricity, some electric lights going on outside. Flashing a boot. Okay, we're back here. Hit up the save point. And then we need to go to the Hall of Ropes. Need to go to the Hall of Ropes. And get some ropes, or get some keys, or get some rope keys, or whatever. So 4 hours and 19 minutes into our playthrough here so far. And I am curious how long we've been in this one house for. Do I have to... There's... The unkillable monster man was around here somewhere. I don't know if he still is. But I'm nervous suddenly. I'm actually quite nervous suddenly. I'm hoping he isn't like a Resident Evil 7 like programmed monster. Let's take a look at the map. That's the mallet door. We already know about that. Here's another door here. It looks like there's another door at least. I'm hoping that this isn't like a Resident Evil 7, like the monsters are on like a loop or whatever, but that he's only triggered for certain interactions, and that I'm not just going to randomly run into him. Okay. The Ritualist. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we needed to get this. That's right. Special shot, hold for full charge. Thank you for giving me the tooltip again, because it's been 2 weeks since I've played this, and I did not remember how to do this. Boom, there we go. Get those hands out of here. No hands for me. Why am I... Oh, because I'm very scared. Hey, hold my hand for a second. Oh, nope. I guess the hold hand and go through door button are the same. Waiting priest! I don't want to have that out anymore. Lore for me. Crimson Wing Tome, an old book describing a ritual. I don't have a voice for this one, so I'm just going to read it like this. Once the lesser maiden slays the greater, the crimson butterfly shall return from the scribbly scrabbly scratch and become the guardian deity of the village. The maiden transformed into the butterfly shall soar into the heavens, her wings open the sky, calling down the light from on high. I think that was unintentionally like an ASMR voice. Oh, it's ritual tomes. We need ritual tomes. Did I read that wrong before? Did I say like ritual tombs or something? Glowing red crystal. That's going to be an audio log. Let me play my audio log. Let me play my audio log. I want to play the audio log. You guys were here last stream when Mike was singing Officer Krupke over and over again? Anything cool in here? Anything interesting? Another crystal? Nope, prayer bead. Prayer bead. Prayer bead. Like a crystal for the mind. A crystal for an upgrade of our camera obscura. I think that there is more stuff over here. I didn't listen to that audio log at all. I was talking over it and looking around for stuff. Oh, the next ritual year is almost here since Itsuki and Matsuki weren't able to claim the before. Now it's supposed to be our turn, but I'm going to leave the village together with my little sister. Itsuki has already agreed to help us escape. Once we do, we can live forever. Wait, what? We can live together forever, just like we always promised. Honestly, I don't care if we run away, as long as I'm going with my big sister. I'll go wherever you go. Just please don't leave me behind yet, okay? Where are you going? How'd you get over there? I guess we're going down there together. I didn't realize this was going to be the path we were going down. I also don't know how she got in there, because I was reading a log. But maybe I shouldn't have gone in there right away. Oh, I don't love this. Why do we have a hidey hole? Hidey holes are bad. Hidey holes mean that there is an enemy around here. Yeah, I'm on the left side. Glad we talked about this. Oh no. What's gonna be going on? Don't hit me with the... Don't hit me with the unkillable monster guy. I hate him. He's the worst. Oh no. I think I need this one. I think that's the filter I need. I need this filter out to figure out where she's gone. That's like my C ghost steps filter or whatever. There you are. I don't know if I get credit for this or what, but you know, I'll keep taking pictures. I don't care. We sure did. Let's switch off that and hit a save point. A worrying save point. I would describe this save point as an uh-oh save point. Because feels like we're about to have to do some running. Hey, let's go this way real quick. Let's see what you had down here. You have anything cool? Any fancy stuff over here? The classic video game, classic Ready Player One stuff. The game goes, all right, here's your save point. Time to go forward into this room. And I simply said no. Although, now that I mention that, there was a room to go into down there, right? Yeah, because there's like a dot. There's a dot there. They want me to go down there. But instead of going down there, I'm going to see if you had anything cool on your right path. You have any like items or crystals or letters from our mom? My neighbors outside are talking and it startled me. I wasn't expecting them to be talking. And I have my window open and forgot. Can I just exit? Can I leave? Nope. We're trapped in here together. Whichever one between the two of us you are. I can't remember either one of our names. It was a lot easier with Hinako when we were playing Silent Hill F. Because at least someone said Hinako's name every 11 seconds in that game. Although I do think my sister does keep saying my name, and I keep saying her name, and it keeps showing up on screen, and for some reason I just haven't entered it into the long-term memory. That's usually what Mike's for. Mike's the remember character names guy. He's good at that. That's why we keep him around. Flipping through my items here. Nothing particularly useful in my items right now either. Although I don't know what something useful would be. Like something that made my camera charge really fast would be useful. Alright, now that we've cleared that out, we're going to hit save point one more time so I don't have to clear out that side of the map. Don't say Mayu, I'm not calling her over here. So basically all the point shop stuff, as far as I can tell. Oh yeah, because just like all these charms and stuff too. Blind effect, slow effect, so we can get more damage from all these. That might be a build crafting option. Maybe we should be focusing in more on that. Trying harder to get... Ooh, don't love the blood stain here. Let's take a look around here. So, I'm guessing this is the Hall of Ropes, because that looks like ropes. Oh, what's this? I can purple something. It's telling me to purple. What do you want me to purple, game? Yeah, you're cold. What do you mean you can't go any further? You're in here, aren't you? No? Maybe you're not in here. Okay. We have a Ritual Host Notebook 5. So, a note left by the High Priest's Manor. I can't remember any of my voices. I don't have it in me today with the voices. Sorry, folks. Yaya has not returned. Whether she has... I said I don't have it with the voice and then immediately started doing a voice. Whether she has forsaken Sei, or simply perished out in the forest, I do not know. So long as Sei is purified as a maiden beforehand, I may be able to hold back the... with her assistance for a time. I shall perform the ritual with only the lesser maiden, in accordance with what few records I have available to me. Yea, why did you run? Why have you not returned? So it seems like there's going to be something we, like, summon, like, that feels like... You know how, like, games have different endings and things of that nature, you know? Feels like we're going to have a, some kind of, like, a ritual ending here, where we can give in to the ritual and somewhere we don't. This feels like a multiple endings game, though, so I think one way or another. Alright, let me wait for my brain bar to return. You still want me to do this? What else do you want me to... Okay. Weird. Look at your knee. What else do you want me to purple? Anywho. Shadow key. A small key found hidden in the Hall of Ropes. It is engraved with a symbol of the shadows. The cell can be opened if you have the light key and the shadow key. But we don't. Don't know what that means. The door is stuck. What are you talking about? Why do you have all these ghost thoughts? So we're just gonna leave, I guess? It's nothing more dramatic than that. I mean, we're gonna get chased by a monster any second now. We're gonna go down one way, and then that's gonna be like, oh, no, you went down the wrong way. Now you gotta run back to the other one. Let's go on the left path, which is on the right side because of the direction we're facing. And let's see if we get absolutely murked. Time to run away, Itsuki. It's all gone south for us. We knew the monster was coming. I just didn't expect it right now. What happened? Oh, Mayu died. Do I have to hold hands with Mayu and run? Well, that, you know, that did ruin my song a little bit, I'll be honest with you. I was in the middle of singing about running away from the unkillable monster man, which we are going to have to do again now. I wonder, I'm assuming if I go the other way, he just shows up over there, right? Can I run with you in tow? Like, okay, yeah, we can do a little jog. Is that any slower or faster than my other jog? Like, I'm not exactly, you know, Usain Bolt out here or anything. Yep. We're hurrying. Don't worry your little head about it, Mitsuki. You just keep wearing your fox mask that I'm sure is not going to be an issue at all for the future of any Japanese women who don't want to get married. I wonder how close this guy is behind me, because it feels close. Also, the black and white makes it extraordinarily hard to be able to see where I'm going. Nope, don't stop running. Yeah, he is very close. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. See? No problem at all. We knew what we were doing ahead of time. I just really need him to go away now. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the sound to go away. Okay. Cool. Let's go up this way. Away from the scary monster man. And let's hope they'll let us out now. And that I don't have to run back to the other side. Hey, you right behind me? Yeah, okay. Come on. Don't get trapped. Come on. Come on through. Okay. Alright, so now we have more stuff to do, I presume. Type 14 film that we don't need. Did we already go in here? No, we didn't. A ritual host notebook 1! Couldn't believe we almost missed that. A note left in the High Priest manor expressing his concern about the strengthening miasma emanating from the miasma forms. The is becoming more potent. There are no remaining records that I can find indicating that it has ever grown this strong in times past. Perhaps the mounting number of deaths from our poor harvest in recent years accounted for this, or perhaps the time of our reckoning, our repentance for the Takabiani's failure. The ritual draws near. Whatever the case, I must hurry. Offerings from the village seeking the ritual have been bequeathed upon us as well. Half our mornings have been consumed by the miasma, driven mad, plunging themselves into the... New mourners must therefore be fashioned. For the task, I shall turn to the sinners. Should things persist, the will spill out into a matter of years. I have little choice but to put forth my own daughters for the crimson sacrifice and perform the ritual. By extension, Yea and say, which is crazy thing to name your 2 daughters. Purification must be accelerated. It's all for the sake of the village. Alright, so dude killed his kids. Dude killed his kids because he believes in ghosts. And you know what? I've seen simply no evidence there's any ghosts in this world. Alright, what do we got going on up here? We got another book next to a light. Can I pick this up or do anything with it? Nope. I'm sure that's translatable. Not by me, but by someone. Got a couple maidens. Well, we actually have a maiden right there. Where is your sister? I don't see another one. But there's gotta be another one around here somewhere. We gotta go down and gotta go up the other staircase anyways, because it looks like there's something over there that we need to do. And I don't think I can go through that door anyways. But we need to go up that other staircase on the other side. To see if I can take a picture of the maidens. We gotta get a picture of the maidens. I don't know if that changes anything, or if I can't even remember if we get an upgrade from it or what. But I want to get a picture of the maidens. Or can I? It might just be, yeah. Look at that, perfect picture. You can see both of them very clearly there. Don't really know what that does. I guess it's probably just a collectible that you have to get like all of them for like a certain ending or something, but it hasn't seemed to have any real effect on anything. I was kind of hoping it would start giving me items or something, but lo and behold, sure doesn't seem to. Herbal medicine. Herbal medicine for all your herbal needs. And then there is a an item here. A book that we're going to slowly grab out. A disaster tome. It's a tome of disaster. An old book describing a ritual. A passage with details of calamity capable of shutting off the heavens and the earth. When no ritual is held, the cover obscuring the opens, bringing about calamity. Inhuman beings spill forth from the as all is consumed by the heavens themselves, enshrouded in darkness. This darkness shall stretch on for generations, lurking in the earth as it summons the... This calamity is to serve as a greater repentance. I keep wanting to say recompense. Repentance for failing to fulfill our calling as those born above the... It is the ritual that we are given life. Hey, we press that. Yeah, I'll just leave you down here. You stay here. It'll be fine. Don't worry. By the time I'm back, you'll be dead or a ghost or a dead ghost or something. I'm not worried about it. As they say in the business, there's worse shit on the local news. And my frames. Don't know what happened there. That was a little weird. Just went to hell in a handbasket for a second. Alright. Hey, you enjoy being in the creepy room alone. At least there's some lights in there. I'll be in the creepy hallway. Book, twin tome. An old book describing a ritual. A passage within describes how a maiden is made whole. By the ritual of the crimson sacrifice, the maiden of twin bodies is made whole. Her divine being silencing the lesser maiden shall remain in the realm of man, watching over the world, while the greater maiden shall pass through the quelling the earth. Whoops. Gotta take a picture of the priest speaking. And this guy listening. The man conversing privately. Oh no, not the man who came to find... Oh, was he a naturalist, a historian, whatever he is? That's the Kusabi, you say. What's that at your feet? Is that the key at your feet? I'm guessing that's the key that we need for something. That's probably the light key, right? Or the shadow key, whichever one we didn't get. Is right there. And we also need to go in there and get a tome. What's going on over here? What's going on over here? Okay, I guess I gotta run over there, because my camera doesn't have the range. I wonder if they expected me to get a camera range upgrade. Calm down, calm down. Don't kill her until I'm up there. Calm down. Priest. Man, you are taking a long time to kill her. And he warped away. Just stop doing that. That's a lot of focal points that we got there. You really just want to keep stabbing, don't you? Oh. Oh, just a bit outside on the focus. Man, that focus is not easy. There we go. That time I was in focus. Oop. That time it was not in focus. There we go. He killed him anyways. KO'd him. KO'd him right in the gob. Got his face all up in my business. Come hold my hand. I need health. Alright, now we're slowly going to heal each other while we walk back this way. I think we're done in this room, right? I think we just need to go back to the main area and up into that, like, central staircase to grab the key or whatever. I don't think there's anything else here. Let me check my map. No. No, I don't think so. I think we just kind of need to circle back up into that area now. Because we need the last tome and we need the shadow key. Can we go back out through this door? Without a Kusabi showing up, hopefully. Cool. No Kusabi yet. Okay, so we went that way. We need to go to the right, I think. I think this is the right way. I think we need to go down this hallway here. And hopefully not interact with any Kusabi. Because they kill me. Often. Passionately. And with little to no grace. Yeah. We did like a quick little hand thing there. I don't know if that clock's accurate, if I'm being honest. Could it only be 6:05? It's pretty dark for 6:05. Okay, so we need to go through that door, hit the save point, then that door, then down, then up. What's this? Type 61 film. Alright, door, you chill there. We might actually be able to go up that door? I can't remember now. Either way, I want to hit the save point first before we do anything else. Oh, you're just such a dick. You know that? You're just the worst. That was uncalled for. That was completely uncalled for. You trapped the save point. That is so rude. That is so rude, game. Oh my god. I think I have neighbors moving in. There's a large truck. I don't know what happened, but like my neighbors, I have neighbors that moved out, and they have been like clearing junk and clutter out of that basement apartment, the garden apartment there for a while. I don't know if they had like a leak or something, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot that I've seen them like they've been pulling out like siding and stuff. So I wonder if they had a leak or if my last neighbors were just like making meth in there or something or smoking inside. But whatever it is. There's been a lot of people coming out of there seemingly doing like construction or something. That Kusabi was so fucking rude there. That was the rudest spot for a Kusabi ever. Let me see if I can just go up these stairs. Now that we know there's not going to be any monster men around here. At least not at first. Let me see. I remember going up here at some point. I just don't remember if it's circled back because once again, it's been 9,000 years since I played this. Where did this take me? Just into this room here with a purple door. Nice and easy purple door. We can just clear this out, and I think this takes us into the room with the tomes. All right, now we're going to wait for our fear index or whatever it is, our mind. Oh, I'm hurt. Come hold my hand. Let's heal up. Let's heal up, sister. Okay. No Kusabi. All right. So, ritual host notebook number 2. A note left at the High Priest Manor detailing his need. All right. Someone just honked their horn very loudly and startled me. That's what I get for playing a horror game. Outsiders have come to visit our village, and they couldn't have arrived at a better time. My only option at this point is to turn to the man into a Kusabi and then perform the shadow ritual, thus keeping the sealed. No matter what happens, I cannot let him escape. All right. And then we have one more tome, The Martyr's Tome, an old book describing a ritual. A passage within explains the times in which the mummies, which mummies are offered. In the years where there is no crimson sacrifice, taking place in the depths of the below, a Kusabi is to be employed. Kusabi is one who ill belongs in Minakami. Mummified and offered up to the greater the agony a Kusabi endures, the more the quakening, what? Of the is quelled. And so they just had to kind of fucking torture a guy, eh? Keep so tight you cannot remove the key. Alright, it seems to be a bookshelf above the Buddha statue. You can see 5 tall, thin slots contain a book. There's old writing carved above it that I can't read. The crimson butterflies engraved sacrifice shall seal in its absence Kusabe to repent. Alright. Yeah, there's probably a proper order. The crimson butterflies engraved sacrifice shall in its absence Kusabe to repent. Okay. Close that. Wing, disaster, martyr. So we need to definitely move the martyr to that one. What does this book say? Butterflies sacrifice. This is... let's try this. What is this one? Spawn from hell, one not meant for the likes of man, thus the children of man may not gaze. Okay, yeah, that's the correct one there. The Martyr Tome talks about the sacrifice. So let's move that here. How's that do ya? No? No? Nothing? Okay, hold on. Butterflies engraved sacrifice. Okay, so wait, I think this is the sacrifice. That's the butterfly, right? This one less made shell. It's a butterfly blank. Do a butterfly. Yeah, that one's all butterfly-y. This one's all sacrifice-y. Yeah, this one's about the scratchy guy himself. The ritual of the crimson sacrifice, the maiden twin bodies should be made whole. Her divine being silences the. Oh. So we probably need to switch to those two. And the only thing I can think of is maybe those two? No? That and this? And this and that? No? Okay, butterfly, sacrifice, scribbly scratch, Kusabe, repent. That's not repent. That's not repent. Taboo. Which one of these? With no ritual being held, bring about calamity. Which one of these describes the Kusabi? Crimson Wings. Nope. Martyr Tome. Kusabi. Okay, so this definitely needs to be in that slot. Right? Kusabi's the last two. Disaster, with no rituals being held. Above, for ritual we are given life. Ritual is the second one. The lesser maiden slay the greater, and the crimson butterfly shall return. No maiden transformed into a butterfly shall soar to the heavens. Okay. Flip those two. Twin Tome. This maiden shall return the maiden. Greater maiden. One of these has to be repent. Let's see. There was the one where the guy was talking about sacrificing his own children, right? The blank is a gateway spawned from hell, one not meant for the likes of man. Thus the children of man must not gaze upon the blank, for they shall be rendered blank and forfeit their light. Thus the children of man must not speak of the blank, for they shall be rendered blank and forfeit their voice. Thus the children of man must not. Okay, so that feels like that's in the right spot. That's got to be the blank there. The disaster one. The calamity and human soul spill forth. When no ritual is held, The cover obscuring the blank is open. For this ritual that we are all given life. Sacrifice. It doesn't say sacrifice anywhere in there, so let's just flip these. Nope, that was it. Cool. And we got the key. Can we go back the way we came is my question. Or are we going to get monstered in the face? The answer is monstered in the face. Lucky for me, we can do some monstering of our own. That wasn't a very good one. Oh, that's because he went Super Saiyan. I don't think that he was in focus for that, but that's fine. We'll just run him down here. There we go. You gonna drop anything? I don't remember if I don't think the enemies drop anything here. I don't think I got hurt there, did I? Nope, doesn't appear to be so. I think I was already hurt, maybe. I don't remember why though. What hurt me earlier? Anywho, we need to go back underground. I don't actually really remember how to get down there. Okay, so it's down this way, through there, straight down the hallway. Okay. Easy enough as long as we don't get Kusabi'd. Cue the big monster man. Right? Any second now. Any second now. Do. Can we make it down the hallway? I was about to upgrade my camera, just thinking about that. I think that's not a great idea right now. Because if we get stopped by the monster, I would have to redo the upgrades, and none of us want that. I'm hoping the monster doesn't spawn, because we already did the monster in this hallway. And there we go. You just had to skip the save point. They tried to trick me with the save point, but I just skipped it. I only had to fight 2 enemies. Nothing to it. All right. Let's use our 2 padlocks. Nice and easy. Now I'm going to crouch down here and... Why does it bring back memories? We don't live here. There's that thing there, but we're going to search the room before we grab it. Oh, you're fine. You're just like... You're the ritual investigator. You're just being a bro. Folklorist, that's what it was. Why would it be what did I say earlier? A naturalist? As ever, the caretaker of this prison offers no words for me. His mouth is shut tight. It's an attitude that stands in stark contrast to how I was treated when I first arrived in Minakami. 8 pages. I'm not doing the voice. Regardless, by all accounts, this facility appears to double as a library filled to the brim with precious anxious texts. Ancient, not anxious. Jesus. To fight through that word, the likes of which I've never seen. This should allow me to continue my research. Whether my work ever sees the light of day is another matter. The Abyss. It is impossible for me to say precisely the Abyss first appeared. However, it has existed in this land since ancient times. A hole in the earth connecting our ephemeral realm to hell. Should the cover obscuring it ever be lifted, they say a terrible disaster will occur. It is thought that the myths and legends surrounding the gate to hell in these parts stems from this location. So feared it is, in fact, that in many ancient texts and manuscripts the name is forbidden, referenced only as the little scribbly scrabbly scratch. The pain and suffering of those sacrificed are believed to power the seal that contains the abyss, holding back its wrath. Mourners. Mourners are people who stand guard over the abyss, as well as make the necessary preparations for the ritual to take place. Only they appear able to approach the abyss proper. When the year of ceremony arrives, the members of the family who serve the mourners stitch their eyes shut so that they do not gaze upon that which they protect. People who break the village taboo and glimpse the abyss are themselves given into mourners. Then they must live out the rest of their days below ground. It makes me wonder just how terrible the place could really be to forbid even the mere sight of it with such a heavy hand. Interesting. Interesting lore. Folklorist Notebook 19. The Twin Maidens. As part of the Crimson Sacrifice ritual, a pair of twin shrine maidens are offered up. Occasionally, the children who serve this role consist of a pair of male twins instead. In such instances, the boys are referenced as the Twin Acolytes. Interesting. I don't think we've run into any of the Twin Acolytes yet. Regardless, local residents believe that such children were originally one soul that split into 2 separate people prior to birth. The Crimson Sacrifice ritual. This ritual is based on a legend that says when the 2 halves reunite as one, that maidens shall obtain divine power as the children of a god. in the end, it is further written thus: the elder shall scribbly scratch the younger, and cast them into, I'm guessing, the abyss. The first censored portion is likely refers to a type of ritual that they are loath to describe in writing. The very fact it is known as a festival of sacrifice suggests such practices. There appears to be a weird, creepy mask down there. That thing is odd looking. Prayer bead! Love to get a prayer bead. We should probably upgrade our camera obscura at some point here. Alright, so we got focal point all the way up. That's good. Now, I guess we'll save up, because some of these effects I would like max attack. Max attack, there's some speed effects. Yeah, so I think for now we're going to save up. Zoom is definitely going to be a need. Zoom is going to be important. Zoom and focus are going to be things we need to upgrade. But for now, not going to worry too much about it. Don't need Type 61. We're full up on that. Got the Folklorist Notebook 17. How long I've been held captive here, I cannot begin to guess. However, I find myself reminded of the mountain villages of ages past, when visitors unlucky enough to pass through would be made living sacrifices and ritualistic ceremonies. When the head priest and his assemblage caught me, they called me an outsider and declared I would be made into a Kusabi. That can only mean one thing. I'm to be sacrificed in the shadow ritual that the twin spoke of earlier. I committed a taboo in trying to reach that which is which isn't meant to be seen. Those who commit such a sin are destined to meet the same fate. The key that the girls gave me must open the side exit out of this compound. Yet according to the map they gave me, the key I need to escape this prison sits hidden in a cave beneath the Osaka house. In fact, it might very well be the cellar I previously investigated, which occupies part of the deep path. All right. And then we need the mallet key and the Osaka house map. And the photo of the altar room. Altar room on the back, it appears to be inside the Osaka house. Where is...
I'm starting to remember.
Can you hold off on remembering for a second? Hold on. Where's the altar room? Oh, in there. Okay, so we can go in there and take the photo. I think we do that first. I'm going to save. We're going to go do that, and then we'll go downstairs. Oh, not a cutscene.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, don't let it close. You are just constantly letting her get locked away behind giant doors.
It won't open. What do we do?
Well,
There should be a key somewhere. I'll go look for it. Hold on. Don't go.
what do you want me to do?
Stay here.
Climb through the gap in the wall there.
I'll be right back. Just promise. Don't leave me.
Okay, what am I supposed to do, Mayu? You want to just stay here and die quietly next to each other? Oh, don't lose your hand. I played Silent Hill F. I know what's about to happen here. Man, we were holding hands our entire life, weren't we?
Hurry up. If you don't, I'll leave it behind. Wait, Mio. Come on, Mayu. Hurry. Wait. Mio, please. Don't leave me.
Oh, and then she fell down the side of a mountain. Is she dead? No, she's going to be dead, isn't she? Oh. She's dead.
Sorry. Don't go. Don't go.
You're dead.
Sorry, but I have to.
I think. Maybe she just broke her leg. She sure looked dead. She looked pretty dead.
Don't leave me behind. I'll be back soon. I promise. I'll be back soon.
And that's the last time they saw each other.
Are you leaving me again?
Oh, now she's talking to me from the folklorist. She's super possessed. I mean, we know she's dead, but she's like hella possessed.
Just wait a little longer, Mayu.
Okay. I think we call it there. I think that's a good stopping point. Here's my personal concern, right? My personal concern is that I am going to forget when we come back that I was in the process. Did I already save? I don't remember. That I need to go take a picture of the altar first. So I need to make a note for myself somewhere that the next time we do this, I need to go take a picture of the altar first. We need a picture of the altar. I don't know if that's a side objective or not, but we definitely need that. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me check this. So that's the right door to do. I don't have a pin on me. That's fine. I'll make a note. I'll make a note before we finish up here so I don't forget to do that. But we do have one more thing to do on the way out the door here. Let's go to... enjoy the map flying off the side while I get this lined up. Let's go to this. Ignore Mike's little face there. I need to come here. Going to quit out of this real quick. Which I do have to tell you is quite annoying to quit out of the game. But we got to play our round of Age of Wonder. We got to play our one round of Age of Wonder in our never-ending process to beat the entire game. So let me get this. Boop. And boop. And then we need to open up Age of Wonder, which shouldn't be hard because I only have like 3 games installed. Where did I install it? Oh my god, is it gone? Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. Don't know what you guys were stressing out about so much. So we do have to play our one round of Age of Wonder. I don't even know what time it is. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. And while this launches, just want to know if people at home, is Mayu dead? I honestly don't know. She might have just broken her leg, but it kind of seems like maybe she's dead. Play Age of Wonder. Don't hate that it has its own launcher for this. That's kind of annoying. Boop, boop. Hit this. Go here. We'll hit OK. I really need to make a solo stream border for Age of Wonder as well, because I just have the 2-person stream, so I have to have the little face cam up for Mike. Oh boy, Age of Wonder really trying to get going there, isn't it? Sometimes I feel like this game is unnecessarily clunky. Like it takes some effort. It takes some effort to really sorry, I'm clicking too many buttons. It takes some real effort for it to get going there. All right. Boom. There we go. All right. Age of Wonder. All right. What do we need to do? Order for what? We need to grab you, I think, right? Yeah, you're an arcanist. Let's go check this out. At some point, we need to destroy an infestation. Time being, that'll be all right. Here, resource project. Okay. Kinship makes the target race more bestial and connected to animals. Adjacent to a friendly animal, both units are rated +2 damage. 10% chance for critical hits. That's nice. Call wild animals. That's good. Right. Choose a tier 1 or 2 animal unit to add to your army. Control what type of terrain the spell is cast on. Alright, so we'll be able to cast that. Cavalry units have 1+X. So we want Call of the Wild and we want Call Wild units. So we're going to start with Call Wild Animals. That's
This city has grown and gained a new population. Each additional population enables you to expand the city's
makes it hard for me to think. We need to add in something new. So we have one farm, we have one quarry. Wouldn't be the worst to get a forest going here. That'll give us some buildings. We'll do that. That seems useful. We have some guards going up next. Negotiation successful. Increasing his open hits and orders. So we're also going to start using there.
This is the
Development tree. Nope, I don't think so. I think I'm going to be in the background saving and exiting. But that's everything for that, folks. I would usually have Mike summarize what we learned today on the stream. But since he is not here, I will simply summarize that today we learned that Pajama Sam can be real hard to run when you're trying to grind out a top time. We also learned that maybe our sister is dead or maybe she's not, and that either way, we're going to have to go fight the Kusabi, that it's the folklorist. That's another thing we learned. The Kusabi's a folklorist. Books are hard to organize in the correct order to unlock a super secret spell. And sucks to be on dating apps, regardless of how you identify on the sexual spectrum. So with that, folks, I'm going to cue up the end of stream graphic here. I'm going to do my little princess wave. Everyone say bye to me. Everyone say bye to the mic microphone. And we'll be back on Sunday with another stream.